Let's go. What's up, everybody? It's the favorite show that no one watches, but it's your favorite show, all five of you. We really appreciate it. Me, Nick, Casey, Josh, Justin. We just finished the AFC divisions, and Casey's going to go ahead and take us through the NFC divisions, and then we're going to go with some award winners, and we might be able to talk about Sweet Caroline and the Red Sox. Take it away, Casey.
Yeah. So like Ian just said, we just finished up with the AFC. We'll kind of do the same thing in the NFC. We'll just go ahead and go through these divisions. We started the AFC East, so again, we'll start with the NFC East here. Of course, that's my trade. That's the team that I have in the NFC East. So if you boys want me to start, I can start. If you want me to go last, I'll go last. It don't matter.
That's
You go last, like how we
Okay.
do for the picks.
Okay. I'll go ahead and kick it off, I guess. NFC East. It's going to be interesting. I'm kind of a believer in the Cowboys. I think that they have a lot of potential. Um, I don't know that I'm picking them to win the division though over the Eagles, who even last year, with all the noise that was made about the offensive struggles, the offensive play calling and stuff like that, they still have Jalen Hurts, who is a top 7 or 8 quarterback in the league, and Saquon Barkley. They did just lose AJ Brown, but I think Devontae Smith is going to prove that he's a more than capable wide receiver one. And I think their defense is still pretty rock solid in my opinion. I think Jalen Carter just got a fat extension, making him like the highest paid defensive tackle, at least currently in the league, if I'm not mistaken. But I think the Eagles they're gonna bounce back a little bit and just be consistent again and show why they're still gonna be perennial contenders in the NFC. So I'll take the Eagles for now.
Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I think Nick Sirianni's on the chopping block. I Everything is gonna go once they start losing mid-season, especially. It's gonna start falling down for him. It's due. This guy's a horrible coach. He sucks. I don't care what anyone says. The departure of AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley, anyone gets injured on that offense, and Jalen Hurts is left alone. The guy's done. Everything they showed me against San Francisco, it looked like a child playing with a toy. It was just too easy for San Fran. And I mean, I don't have nothing against the Eagles, but I mean, Dallas has been knocking on the door for like the past 2 years. They got to start doing something. It's got to give, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what other team in that division is going to do something? The Giants? I don't know. I will say I'd have to go with the Cowboys. I'm doing that. I'm going with Cowboys.
Nick Sirianni is to me like my feelings on Trey Young. Fucking worm. No, I absolutely agree with you, Nick. I think that the minute Philly starts taking their yearly downward slump, that his ass is on the chopping block. I agree. I'll take Dallas. I think Dallas is going to have a chance. I mean, I think it'll still be very competitive. Obviously, the NFC East is probably the strong one. Is perennially a very strong division anyway. Albeit the Commanders took a step back this last year, and with Jaden Daniels being hurt, and the Giants are the Giants. Yeah, I'll take Dallas.
Um, I'm gonna have to go with the Cowboys as well. While I do think Philly will be back, I can certainly anticipate them making the playoffs. I don't see them winning the division. I really, really like the pick, and I've heard nothing but good things about with Caleb Downs that the Cowboys got it. I don't know if it was 12 or 13. Um,
Get wrapped.
yeah, for sure, gift wrapped. I mean that guy fell. That's the thing with the NFL. Like if a guy doesn't suit the need, quarterback they'll usually always find a way to get. But if guy doesn't suit a need and he plays safety or DB, you'll let him slide. But yeah, I think he's gonna be a huge difference maker. I got Dallas in that division.
So Josh, I don't know how much you've watched of our show or, anything of that nature or how often you're going to be on this show. But there's one thing you're going to learn about me really quickly, and it's that I fucking hate the Eagles. And so I have no issue with you picking them. That's totally fine. But I agree with everything else everybody said. I do not think Jalen Hurts is the top 10 quarterback, let alone a top 7 quarterback. I think he's a product
he's
of his environment.
arguably a top 15.
I
2
think
years
he's a
ago, he was top 10. It hasn't been. He's been on the decline.
Yeah.
I think he's a product of his environment. I think Saquon Barkley, albeit still a top 5 running back, is no longer the best running back in football. I think that now is Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
But either way, I think Dallas is going to win this division as well. I think clearly we have the best quarterback in the division. I think we have the best offense in the division. And our defense is not quite as good as Philly's, but I think it's going to be leagues and bounds better than it was last year. And for anybody with 2 eyes that watches football knows the reason the Cowboys didn't win more games last year is because of their defense. Their offense was second to none last year.
Yep.
And in my opinion, I'm not even saying this biasly. I think they had the best 2 receiving core in football with George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. I think they're a notch better than Cincinnati. And the reason I think that, because I do think Jamar Chase is better than CeeDee Lamb, but I think George Pickens is this much better than T. Higgins. And that's no shot at T. Higgins.
He passed him up for sure. I miss him. I have a George Pickens Steelers jersey, so I missed that guy. But yeah, he passed him up, I think.
But
George Pickens is
the argument's the same for both, no matter what, both Cincinnati and Dallas. If their defense is even serviceable, they should win their division.
Yeah.
It's the same argument for both teams.
I agree.
And I'm going to call this out here now. I think by the end of the year, you'll see Dallas also has the best coach in the division.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh just went there, dude.
Yeah, Harbaugh's there now, but we'll see.
You're going to see a big turnaround for the Giants, and then you're going to disagree.
So let's move on to the North.
If John Harbaugh went to the Cowboys, this year, you'd be saying the same exact thing. You'd be saying that they have the best coach in the East. Yes.
I would not.
Yeah, you would.
One thing before
Holy shit!
Before we go, we have a
Oh crap!
Cue the John Cena music.
And his name is Sean Gardner.
I'm crashing today's episode.
Hey Josh, this is Spartan Green 517. You remember?
Hey,
was good. Damn,
You missed our AFC segment, Sean.
That sound exactly alike. Damn.
What?
You missed our AFC segment, man. That sucks. So we are moving on to the North now. We do have to keep this show rolling. You know what? Fuck it. Since he's here, Sean, who's winning the NFC North?
Probably the Lions.
Wait, we're not on the NFC.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to the next division. Sorry.
That's a really tough division, though. I mean, the Bears proved that they're pretty good last year. Caleb Williams definitely took a step up. You never know what you're going to get with Green Bay, Jordan Love. They're pretty good. And then Minnesota, though, I think they're the weakest out of the 4, but still, you never really know with them. Like, that's a really good division. But I'm probably going to pick the Lions.
No, the Vikings have Toddler Murray. They're going to have a good season.
Hey, there's no Call of Duty game out there. Leave them alone.
I think the Bears are going to win the division.
Go
ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
Oh, I think go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was gonna probably say the Bears as well. I think Caleb Williams is still. He had a really good season last year. I think he's still on the way up. I don't even think he's reached his peak yet. But like that division is going to be a dogfight, just like the AFC North. It's probably going to be at the end of the day, but because the Lions are still decent. They just got Isaiah Pacheco. Jahmyr Gibbs has potential to be like offensive player of the year. Like I think so. That's going to be interesting. I think it'll be kind of a 3-way race sort of thing. It'll be interesting. It might come down to end of the year, but I could see the Bears winning like 12 to 13 games and that being enough to win the division. Just with Caleb Williams continuing to rise, Rome Odunze, Colston Loveland. I think he's still there. They do have Josh Blackwell, a player named Josh Blackwell that is on the Bears. We don't look similar, but
our guy's black.
Yeah, I have to get myself a number 39 Blackwell jersey at some point.
I fully agree with Josh. Basically on every point that he just made there. I think Caleb Williams is only ascending. I think obviously last year was a much improvement from his rookie season, and I think with the assistance of Ben Johnson is really going to propel his trajectory up even higher. I think the chemistry that he's got with Roma Dunze it grew every week last year, and it was visible from the start. And I think the Lions, to Sean's point, I think this is a make it or break it year for Dan Campbell based on the downward spiral they took after losing Ben Johnson. I think if there's another downward spiral in Detroit, they might be looking for a new head coach next season.
Which would be a very stupid move because
Yeah,
this is the best the Lions have been ever in the franchise history.
They're going to go back to winning one game.
Yeah.
Right.
Or no
bags
games.
on heads every week.
And just because I know Nick's probably going to go last with it being the Vikings. My leg has been shaking over here, man, because I'm, excited to tell you guys I'm taking the Vikings. So in the NFC North, I'm taking the Vikings. You got Jordan.
That's because you're in love with Kyler Murray.
That's besides the point. I think Kevin O'Connell. I think they're going to do big things with Kyler Murray. I know he's fucking old at this point. He's got to be 30. He's not that old, I guess.
Like 29, 29, yeah.
He's 28.
I just really like their team with Hawkinson. Their offense is gonna be good. I don't know, man. I just don't have enough faith in. It's not that I know we joke about Kyler Murray. I do think he's gonna have a good year. I think you guys are gonna eat your fucking words. But it's not just about that. I just don't know how much the Lions could be a contender. I mean, they're gonna be dangerous. Campbell might be on the hot seat, but without DJ Moore, I could see the Bears sneaking into the playoffs. And I don't know what Micah Parsons is going to look like coming back either. And I don't know what Jordan Love what kind of season he's going to have. So yeah, I'm actually taking the Vikings. I don't know by how much, but I'm taking the Vikings to win the NFC North. Put shit down.
Yeah, the dog won't stop scratching his ear. But I'm going to take the Bears. Honestly, I think if there's a team that's going to have a nosedive season, it's going to be the Packers.
I think last year, I don't know, they're still good.
No, I think the Packers are going to finish last in the division. That kind of nosedive.
It's a competitive division.
And for the Packers, that's a travesty. That puts Matt LaFleur back on the hot seat. But I agree that Dan Campbell may be on the hot seat if the Lions don't perform.
Yeah, is it one of those things? Would you, if somebody said all the Packers have to not do is finish last and you'll live? Do you have confidence? I mean, because that's a tough division, man. It could be the 1 through 4 could be any order, I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have that faith in any order in this division. I think it could be that competitive.
Yeah, there's 1 through 4 could win this division, but I'll take the Bears.
Yeah, by far the best division in the NFL. Easily, too.
I know we got the Cardinals, but
we're getting to that division soon. Don't worry.
If I had to be real, I'm going to go with Chicago Bears. Why wouldn't I go against Caleb Williams? Is unstoppable right now. Madden cover boy still paints his fingernails. He's looking good, dude. I mean, what else can you ask? But, as far as my team goes, I do not think Kyler Murray, if he is going to be the starter, stays a starter. I think J.J. McCarthy is going to have his hand in there. Because I just bought a jersey, and I'm going to wear it when week 1 comes when we beat the Packers, baby. No.
McCarthy is going to be the biggest bust in Vikings history.
How can you be a bust? We had Christian Ponder. He was our bust.
No, McCarthy is your bust, my friend.
But I will say, though, if I had to go, I would go Chicago, and then I'm going to have a toss-up between the Vikings and the Lions. And I do think that Jordan Love is nothing to really brag about. I don't see nothing great about them. I think
he just lost Romeo Doubs. Thank you.
He just doesn't do anything for me. From what Caleb Williams went through, I feel like Jordan Love was going to have that year, and he just never popped off. Just kept on falling back more and more. I will say, I do think the Chicago Bears take this division, but the Vikings, if I had to be biased and, I'd go with the Vikings.
Damn, he said Christian Ponder. You know, a guy was trash in the NFL when they say, yeah, I remember him from college. He was good.
Freaking Christian Ponder, what was he, pick number 12? Didn't I want to smack the hell out of Zimmer?
His wife's hot, though.
Sam Ponder.
Yep, Sam Ponder. What's she doing with that bomb? She has me.
So let's move it down south before we go out west. No really dog in this fight for anybody. I'll kick this off. I think this division is going to go to Tampa.
It's
I
trash.
think that this is. I think this is Baker's prove it year now. He
It was his prove it
really
year
wants
last
that.
year.
No, because this is last year of his contract, though. This is his prove it year. Obviously, Tampa started off extremely hot last year. You could have made the case through week 5 that Baker should have been the MVP, and injuries just derailed them the rest of the season from there. I don't foresee that happening again. I do like the ascendance I saw from Bryce Young at the end of the year, and I think it's going to be a 2-team race between the Bucks and the Panthers. I don't think Tyler Shook for New Orleans is really going to do anything. He's not going to impress me much. I
Not
think
going to
it's
move
going
the
to be
needle by any means.
No.
And both Cooper Rush is the quarterback for the Falcons right now because both Penix and Tua are both hurt again.
Yeah, and the Falcons are the Falcons. We don't even have to talk about them.
Yeah.
Saints actually have the second best odds to win the South, technically.
We should talk about the Falcons because they have a great defense and they got the best running back in the league.
And he just got paid.
If Penix was in there, dude, they probably would be my pick. But I'm going with Casey too. I mean, why? I like Atlanta. I like the way their defense is played. I thought they did tremendous last year. They beat my Vikings, and that was a fucking hard friggin' pill to swallow right there on NBC.
Yeah, I'm going to take Tampa. Baker's is playing to shove it in the Bucks' face because they basically gave him a bag of potatoes for a contract extension offer. So he's like, "Fuck you! I'm going to ball out. I'm going to get my bag."
Yeah. I think it'll be interesting. It's probably gonna be between Tampa Bay and Carolina. I know Ian was sweating watching the Panthers play the Rams last year. They made that a very competitive game.
They should have been sweating it. They were sweating it.
Yeah,
I think that was a great matchup.
They made him sweat twice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they beat them during the regular season, and
Yeah,
And they almost took him out of the playoffs.
yeah. So I really do like what I'm seeing from Bryce Young now that he's got that confidence. And he's got the reigning offensive rookie of the year in T-Mac and
McMillan.
Yeah, Tedero McMillan, Jalen Coker, and they still got don't they still have Brian Burns on defense?
yeah.
So they have him. They have Derek Brown. So I think they're going to be on the rise. I think it is going to be between Carolina and Tampa Bay, but and they won it. I think, since Carolina won it last year, I think I'll go with Tampa Bay to take it back after they won the division 4 or 5 straight years, right? They were, since Tom Brady was there and then Baker got there, and they kind of just took over a little bit. And it came down to the end sort of, and Carolina snuck into the playoffs. But I'll give it to Tampa Bay just because I think that they don't have Mike Evans anymore. They lost a couple.
No, but Abuka's ascending. He's going to be the number 1 receiver on that team.
That's true too. I think so too. Mike Evans, that was his first year without getting 1,000 yards receiving, but Baker just has, I feel like, great chemistry with his offense, and I think he's going to turn it up. I think the Panthers will probably still be one of the wild card teams in the NFC. Like we said, Falcons have a lot of talent, but just with the uncertainty at quarterback, you just never know with them. And then Saints are going to be decent too. Tyler Shough was good for them, but they're probably going to end up being last. It'll be between them for 3rd and 4th in the division. But as far as the top goes, I'll take Tampa Bay for Baker to ball out and prove that I deserved a bigger bag, and I'm going to go win in spite of you guys. So I'll give it to Tampa.
What you got, Sean?
I'm going to go with Tampa as well, just mainly because Baker Mayfield. The dude's a beast. It's hard to bet against the dude. The Mike Evans thing does concern me a little bit, but I think they'll figure it out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Evans get hurt last year with Tampa Bay?
He did.
Yeah. I mean, and they coasted through it fine. I mean, this division, if I'm going to be real, I think it's probably the worst division in football. It's just
Yes. This division is trash.
Like, none of these teams are probably going to win the Super Bowl, but
Fuck no.
They're going to win a playoff game.
One thing that's going to be interesting to watch with Tampa is the Vita Vea situation to see how that ends up playing.
This is true because he wants out.
I got Tampa though. I think I just think they're the best team. I don't know how they might win 9 games and win the division, but they're still better than everybody else in the division.
He can go 8-1 to win this division.
Yeah.
Or they
So
could be.
now we're moving it out west.
Mhm.
Where the Super Bowl
And
champs are held.
Eminem goes last.
that they
That-
are. It's like one of the most disrespected Super Bowl champs that we've seen the past few years too, because nobody's expecting them to even win their division this season for obvious reasons. The Rams are absolutely loaded, and they just picked up the best defensive player in the world.
And their other
I'm
defensive
picking
players coming back.
I'm picking the Rams to win this division. Ian, I'm going to say it like this though. I think the Rams are clearly on paper the best team in football right now. I don't even think it's a debate, but I think this is the Rams' last window of hope with Matt Stafford. So you
Yeah.
better hope they get it done this season. And I'm
This is
rolling with that they
Stafford's
will.
last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is about the end of our the window. After this, it's gonna be. I mean, Ty Robinson.
Hi, Simpson.
You're not going back.
Or-
You're not relegated to Cardinals level status in that division after this year.
No,
But-
they never will be with Sean McVay. They never will be that
No, they
bad.
won't. But this is your last shot at it.
We're gonna if we don't win this. Well, whether we win this year or not, I mean, winning this year would be great. But the coming years, as we're figuring out our quarterback situation, it's gonna be a lot of those times like our defense is unbelievable, but our offense, kind of like how Dallas was this year, but in reverse. Your guys' offense was so fast.
Uh-huh. I think
And-
yeah, and I think that bears considering too. I'm gonna just get out of the way and go with the Rams too. On paper, it's hard,
Yeah.
but Seahawks are still the Seahawks. They're coming off the Super Bowl and they did lose a few key guys and everything, but with didn't Mike McDaniel win or no Mike McDonald is the coach, right, of the Seahawks?
Yeah.
Did
Yes.
he win coach of the year?
No.
Who was it?
Vrabel.
Oh, Vrabel, that's right. Well, I mean McDonald was still there at the
I think he was second.
Yeah. But their Seahawks are still the Seahawks. They still got Sam Darnold, who had a really good season.
I think that Kenneth Walker is good. That's going to be a bigger loss than people realize.
That's going to be a huge loss. I wouldn't be surprised at the fact they lose. Kenneth Walker might be the reason if by some miracle the Patriots upset them on their Bannerville night. That will be why.
Yeah, probably.
Well, they got the other running back coming back from Achilles injury, right?
Charbonnet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh, but they got didn't they get Jadarian Price from Notre Dame? Did they draft him? I think he might have gone there.
Jadarian Price. Running back.
I think you're right about that.
I think so. But regardless, as far as the Rams going, like winning the division, everybody said that the NFC Championship game last year was the real Super Bowl. Like
Everybody knew
It
that.
was.
Everybody
Everyone
knew that.
Nobody was gonna pick the Patriots over the Rams or the Seahawks. Probably the Seahawks. It was gonna be closer. I think the Rams might. Well, I mean, it ended up being sort of a blowout, but yeah, I think that this is gonna be like that window sort of closing. I mean, they just got Myles Garrett, so the defense is always gonna be pretty good. But like, if it's Stafford's last ride, or like if he's on the way out, sort of like Puka's only ever had Matt Stafford as a quarterback, and like it would just be a matter of seeing how that goes from there. But that's a problem for next year. This year is going to be a dogfight again, and I see the Rams doing it. Not that, and I've been telling me and Ian's nephew, he's 16 years old, he's a diehard Rams fan as well. I was telling him, I'm like, the Niners are still there. Those divisional games always just hit a little different. They can always go either way.
Stay away from the fucking substation.
I know. They better just hope and pray that
They already
don't
lost
get
Ricky
caught
Pearsall.
when they're. Oh, that sucks. I feel bad for the
Oh.
Niners, but I'll give it to
Well,
I'll give
Niners,
it to
they
the
just lost
Rams.
Ricky Pearsall for the year, who tore his ACL.
Oh man. Oh yeah. You're right. He did get hurt. I thought you were talking about because he got shot a few
Ian's
years
like,
ago. or
oh
something.
no.
They got Mike Evans, and he's hurt too.
Ian goes, oh no, they lost their receivers. Yeah, but yeah, I'll give it to the Rams.
Yeah, Rams on paper should win this easily. I swear to God, if Aaron Donald actually comes out of retirement, I'll be pissed.
It'll be crazy.
I'm picking the Rams too, but I don't know. It seems like too easy. Like I almost feel like there's going to be like an injury or something.
Something's
Like
fishy.
God
If
forbid.
Stafford
I hope
goes
it doesn't
down
happen for
early, then
Ian.
the Rams are cooked. Regardless of what they've got on defense, if Stafford goes down, the Rams are cooked.
Hey, which asshole was it in the group chat? Was it you, Sean, that said that Stafford you predicted him to get hurt in one of those games?
Yeah, that was me.
He didn't wish injury, everybody. He just said,
was
I
his
think he's
prediction.
gonna
It's
break
different.
his leg or
He's
something.
throwing something out of the voodoo voodoo ether out there. Like he's going to do it.
The thing that worries me the most about the off season is having a responsible adult around Puka Nakua. Thankfully, we're getting to the end of the summer and we really haven't had any incidents. But yeah, man. I mean, it's one of those things to where if we would have won that game, we would have had. Granted, home field at SoFi.
They've already had it once.
True. Well, no, what I'm talking about for this last year's NFC Championship game. Like when we don't have a home field advantage for us is a 70-30 split in favor of the Rams. That's about like I mean shit, we playoff games the Niners fans took over. It's but if we didn't play in Seattle, we would have gone to the Super Bowl. It was just the two best teams. That one game in the regular season, man. Everybody knew it would end up mattering and it did.
So I'm assuming you're picking the Rams to win the division.
I am picking the Rams to win the division. That is correct.
I got
Nick,
the
who are you
Rams going
picking?
back to the. I got the Rams going back to the fucking. I got them going to the NFC Championship game. I got them going to the Super Bowl.
No,
Miles
that's what I
Garrett.
was gonna say. I'm about to get the tattoo like before the season ends.
No,
Unless Sean's prediction comes true and Stafford goes out, then it's a cutthroat. I'm done with him.
Why does everybody laugh when they talk about Stafford getting hurt, man? We don't want that.
Well, we'll trade you
no,
JJ
not-
McCarthy, and then you
not
guys
wishing-
can win.
Not wishing. I am not wishing.
Trade us Kyler Murray, and you got Miles Garrett and Matthew Stafford.
Oh, God.
Now, here's where the answers are really going to start to differ. Let's
We got
move
10
on to
minutes,
the
by the way.
awards.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're going to have to make it quick. Let's move on to the award section. Who do you think is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Caleb Banks, Minnesota. I don't really know anybody else.
Mm.
Oh, actually, your guy there for the cornerback there. It's hard to win.
Caleb Downs for Dallas.
Yeah,
Not
Caleb
being
Downs
biased.
is an odds-on favorite for that. I think.
I'll say a name that I've heard a lot is David Bailey from the Jets. The Jets had they have Will McDonald at defensive end, so I think with a lot of pressure or a lot of attention being on him, that'll open up like just how last year Carson Schwessinger like got defensive rookie of the year because the Browns defense is pretty solid and like really good. I think it'll be sort of the same. Not that the Jets are on the same level, but I think just being an edge rusher.
Defense, though.
Yeah.
The Jets had 0 interceptions all year last year. Oh,
Yeah. I know.
donut.
Donut.
No, but I'll take Caleb Downs.
Yeah. That's a safe pick.
Yeah, same.
Caleb Downs is probably going to win because Dallas' defense is so bad. He's going to get all the attention. He just deflects one ball, and they're like, "Oh my god, he's doing something. He's playing football. It's great." It's hard to win when you're on a good team.
Yeah.
Can't win those awards. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Sean?
Oh, I already said Downs.
Okay, you said Downs.
It's
Okay.
so hard. It's so hard to make those predictions. So you just never know with rookies. They get on the field, get their first NFL experience, right? Like it's just so hard to see. But Downs seems like at this current moment in time, before we see any football, he just seems like the pick.
Let's move on to Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think it's going to go to Carnell Tate.
Jeremiah Love.
I was going to say it too, Jeremiah Love. I think he's going to shine. He's going to look good on that team.
He's gonna be the one bright spot on that team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you get the attention.
Yeah, I think it'll be sort of like Ashton Genty. Even though the Raiders had Brock Bowers last year, like as well, the elite kind of option coming like on the rise. But I think Jeremiah Love, especially with who knows what the quarterback position is going to look like. Well, they have Marvin Harrison still too, but they're going to be handing the ball off a lot. He's going to have a big offensive load, so I'll give it to him.
Yeah, you
Never
don't need
had,
someone
like,
to throw to you
two.
when you're a running back. I was going to go with Fernando Mendoza if he starts by week 4.
My defensive rookie of the year, Ruben Bateman. My offensive rookie of the year, Fernando.
That's a solid pick too. He could turn it up for sure.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with Love. I just don't know. It all depends. The thing with Fernando, it all depends on how Cousins does, like with
Yeah.
that whole situation. So that's just kind of like.
No,
I think they know that they're getting Cousins as a bridge quarterback, though.
No love for Carnell Tate, huh?
No,
He's
none.
going to be a problem.
The thing with Cousins though is like with the Falcons, like he came in and they started winning games a little bit. Like the dude is a competitor. I know I'm being a little biased because Michigan
No, no,
State,
you're right. But he might
yeah,
win a few in a row. But once he has one bad streak, they're throwing. I mean, he's the number one pick. They're throwing
yeah,
it on him.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
They'll
yeah,
be
that's
calling
when.
his name. It ain't gonna be hard.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
What we got next, Casey?
Defensive Player of the Year, Miles
I
Garrett.
will,
Easy one for Ian.
I will go with Will Anderson. I think he's gonna like that. I
Okay.
think,
That's
I
solid
think,
pick. Solid pick.
like I said, the Texans' defense is gonna be
Mhm.
just as good as they were last year, probably. And Will Anderson is just getting better every year. My heart wants to pick T.J. Watt, but I know unfortunately he's on the downward. He's getting a little older. He's still a game record and still could turn up when he needs to, but
Absolutely.
it's a young man's award unless your name is Aaron Donald. So I'll give it to Will Anderson.
My pick, Aaron Donald. Nah, no, I'm gonna have to go with. I want to pick my. He's obviously the best. Yeah, I'm going Miles Garrett. I'm not gonna overthink it.
Can't
I'm
go
gonna stop
wrong with that,
myself right
brother.
there.
I think if Aaron Donald comes back, Miles Garrett's gonna have the best fucking. I think he's gonna break the
But
record. I
He'll
think he's
yeah,
gonna
blow
be
his
breaking
record
records.
out of the water if Aaron Donald comes back.
He's gonna demolish it, dude.
Mhm.
If Donald comes back, Miles Garrett's going to destroy his record.
One thing that I do want to say is, like, I know he's arguably one of the greatest defensive players of all time, top 3 to 5, depending on who you ask. But I mean, to assume that he's going to come back and be the same game record as before, I'm not as convinced as everybody. I mean, he's been out of pro football for 2 years.
I don't think he's going to come back as the same game record, but if he can even come back to 80% of what he was, that's still going to open up lanes for Miles Garrett.
And
He's
they're
only
not
coming
going
back because of Miles Garrett. So obviously he already knows his role. So
And they're not
all he
gonna-
has to do is be number 2.
right. They're not going to need him to be the same old Aaron Donald. He can just be half of that and not even
He
play
doesn't
all
need
the
to be the
stats.
game record he was.
Watch
He
him
doesn't
win the
need to be the
defensive
Your
player.
defensive line was already bad. Your defensive line was already good.
Exactly.
So, who do you guys think is going to win Defensive Player of the Year?
Miles
They don't
Garrett.
get
Miles Garrett.
We just said
Right.
Miles Garrett.
You said Garrett too, Justin. I didn't hear
Josh
you.
had Will Anderson.
Yeah, I will Anderson.
Garrett. Miles Garrett.
Okay. I did not hear
Right.
Justin.
I ain't writing none of this shit down.
It's all right. We have it recorded.
I got mine right
Offensive
down.
player.
Oh wait, yeah.
Offensive Player of the Year.
No, I never said mine. It's gonna be
shit.
Pastor 10. You guys are all wrong.
That's
It's gonna
it.
be
Okay.
Pastor 10, so.
Hey, that's not a bad pick, Sean.
bad pick.
That's not a bad pick.
Who did he pick?
Pat Surtain.
Pat
He's
Surtain.
one of my favorite corners.
He's a beast.
Absolutely not a bad pick, Sean. Not a
Yeah,
bad
too.
pick at all. All right, so now we're moving on to Offensive Player of the Year. I'll start this one. I think it's going to go to Jahmyr Gibbs.
It could. The Lions backfield's gonna be good. They just they lost David Montgomery, but they got Isaiah Pacheco too. So that's still he can essentially play the same role as Montgomery, but I think Pacheco a little bit better than Montgomery was. But I'm gonna go with Bijan Robinson because I think that with the questions in that quarterback situation, I think Bijan is like doing Christian McCaffrey type shit too. So I think that he's just gonna be even. I don't know about say better than he was last year, but I think it's time for I think it's the running backs due to win that award. So I'll give it to Bijan Robinson.
I'm going to say Bijan as well because of the uncertainty with Atlanta's quarterback situation. So he's going to have to take that extra role.
Yeah,
I got Jamar Chase.
that's fair too. Depending on
If
who's
Burrow can stay
quarterback.
healthy, then
Yeah,
that's dependent on
Such a
Burrow
tough
staying
choice.
healthy, in my opinion.
yeah.
Oh, we got about 2 minutes, by the way. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to let you guys know. I don't know if you can see the clock.
I'm gonna go with Casey Gibbs. It's a
Gibbs.
tough pick though.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
going
Gibbs
with
the
Bijan.
beast. They got that last place schedule too, so that's gonna help them out a little bit.
Hey, Sean, we
Yeah.
still can't close the show. All right, what are we doing next? Did everybody give their picks?
Yeah,
They did. Now we just got
Change that.
MVP.
Rapid fire. Let's go.
Josh Allen.
It's going to be quick.
I'm with Josh Allen. Wait, you're gonna go with Josh Allen, even though you're saying they're gonna come in second in his division? That doesn't
I
make
think
any
he'll
sense.
still. Yes, I do. I still think it's Josh Allen.
That's
Easy
not possible.
bother me.
That's not possible.
All right. Well,
Who do you got, Ian? Who do you got?
I have got the ageless wonder Matthew Stafford with another MVP.
No way.
I got Caleb Williams.
You're
Mm,
delusional.
No DJ Moore.
We'll see. We'll see. And I'll go with Josh Allen too, who does have DJ Moore. And I don't know, he's gonna be on a vengeance tour trying to win that division again after the Patriots snatched his chain last year. So I'll go with Josh Allen to have a bounce back year. I'll never go wrong picking a fellow Joshua. So let's get it.
I'm gonna go with Lamar Jackson. I think he's gonna have a
Nice.
bounce back here.
Someone else had the ball.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, it's been real. Sean pops in like fucking Undertaker and shit. It's been real, man. I actually earlier before we go, you missed it. I told Casey, I was like, the name I want to call you, I can't say, we're gonna get canceled. I was like, if they ever find our group chat, we're cooked. I was like, I'm always nervous that Sean's gonna say some crazy shit. We're gonna get agents at our door or something. Like, yo, Sean, my man. Good shit, fellas.
Before we
Thank you,
go,
fellas.
as always, fuck Philly.
Fuck the Eagles, fuck the Sixers. I miss you.
Nope,
I miss you,
fuck the
Bron.
Eagles,
I miss
fuck the
this,
Sixers.
I miss this 2020 championship
LeBron
team.
James.
Get ready, Archman's MVP season's coming up. Give him that Heisman, baby. Hook 'em.
Yeah, Arch Manning might have a good year, but the man on the Sixers, I'm asking you to say his name.
Thank you guys for having me. It was lit. I appreciate y'all.
Dude, Josh, you
Yeah,
are
Arch
awesome.
Manning is
You are
gonna have a
welcome back
good year though.
anytime.
I'm